not too bad for us. We've been worse.
Would you like to hear what I've learned about this game?
Okay.
Since having it in my house.
Yes. While I play, though. While I play.
Of course.
Okay.
Well, I actually start with rock and roll all night long.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's a whole new, different thing.
Hey, Jimmy Jam.
Hey, Jimmy Jam.
How you doing? How do we sound? We can never really... We're too lazy to test our sound every time, so... we move around too much.
It is true. We're quite lazy.
I mean, we do a lot.
You do a lot. Oops.
Oh, I need to fix this. Hold on. This is my fault. The chat box is supposed to go right there. There we go. We are doing very well. I was just about to tell Anna what I've learned about this game since it's been in my house for a month, because it's about to go away. Gavin was nice enough to let me have it for a couple of days. I think maybe because he forgot. Because I was like, can we stream it on Thursday? And he's like, oh, so I guess your rental's up, huh? And I was like, I shouldn't have said anything. No, I don't want to. I'm not going to cheat him out of stuff. So.
Of course. Oh, okay.
So I start with rock and roll all night long, and here's why. Because it's 3 shots, and it alternates between the left 3 and the right 3. So you basically have an opportunity to hit a combo every single time. And for this game, you want combos a lot. Your combos are going to get you more money. 5 of them are going to get you an extra ball. And also, most of the combos require that right ramp, which will also let your instruments, which will get you more faster towards Heavens on Fire.
Okay.
So I usually go for rock and roll all night long, and then on the first ball is really focusing on just trying to light as many instruments as possible. And combos and stuff.
Okay. So next game I will try that.
Or not. Maybe your technique is
No, I want to try that.
better and different.
No, it isn't better.
No. No.
Oops. No, I don't want to do that. Good thing it
And
didn't
since
work.
Anna's back, our lights work. Yay!
Yay! Hopefully. Actually, I
Wait,
didn't
let me
test it. Okay, so I want to do rock and roll all night long. Or all night. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah!
Yes.
See? I did that.
Good job.
I did that.
In. Okay.
I'll turn on the...
Demon multi-ball.
Oh, so there's another thing with Demon Multiball, if you'll notice that she only has 2 balls because there's a switch that's kind of funky with Demon Multiball. Hi, Pinball Super Friends! How are you?
Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying not to lose that ball, but of course I did.
So with this 1 ball, what do you want to do? Do you want to let it drain?
I'll let it drain.
Okay. And we'll just do that for all our multi-balls. And then it goes through its ball save, and then it spits it out. But that's literally the only problem with it.
I know.
And Gavin couldn't come out here before tonight, so. Ooh. Pinball Super Friends is replacing rubbers disassembling ball drops. Wow. Sounds sexy.
Wait, what's happening?
Pinball Super Friends is replacing rubbers and disassembling ball drops.
Ooh, that does sound
Which
sexy.
kind of sounds like, you know, like maybe a king. Hey, baby, will you disassemble my ball drop?
Okay.
That might not be a thing. Tell me your safe word. Yeah, that's right. When you have safe crackers, so that, ooh, maybe that's what our tagline will say.
Our tagline. That's a great one. Good job.
That's great. Pinball Super Friends is going to be nice enough to let us play some games at their place, which I'm very excited about, next week. Yay! Which I'm very, very excited about.
Move. Okay.
I'm trying to brighten this up a little bit. I might have to.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Rude. This game is rude. Okay. I'm fine with it. We're friends again.
It is very rude. It's always rude.
Okay, that was shitty.
I mean, PSF, I'm not worried. It is going to be amazing. We're going to have so much fun. Girl, you're doing fine.
No.
You got 91. You're doing well.
It's no billion.
Yeah, well. All right. It is no billion, though.
How long did it take you to get that billion?
It actually didn't take that long. And what was so weird is I had been playing some games with Charlie, and I was sucking. Every game was less than 20 million, and I was just like really pissy about it. I was like, I know I'm playing, you know. And then I stepped up and I annihilated it. It was great. But I think it was definitely on ball 2. I had finished, I think 4 or 5 songs. So I had like 5 times play field when I got like Kiss Army and I was getting all these things because I like got Kiss Army and then I like just played it and then looked up and saw that my score was at like 890 something.
Yeah.
And then I looked over at Charlie and he's just got this wide-eyed face and he just starts giggling laughing because he didn't want to say anything while I was playing because, you know. So I was just like, I looked at him and was like, oh my god. And he's like, like just so excited. And then at that point it didn't matter because I broke GC and I was just like, all right, now it's just for fun. And I still haven't gotten to Rock City though. It's super hard. So, okay.
What's Rock City?
Rock City is the final wizard mode.
Okay.
It's not like, so I did finish all the songs, which does nothing. It doesn't give you anything when you finish all the songs. It starts all over again, which is weird.
That is fucking weird.
I think they missed an opportunity to have some sort of wizard mode at the end of finishing all the songs, but you know, we make Kiss look badass. This Kiss is sweet. I've always been a stickler for Kiss. It's kind of one of my favorite games. I'm not a huge fan of the band, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to be a fan of the band. And they're so just like, like kitschy, you know? Like, actually, we should listen to Kiss. But it's the classic Borg, man. I gotta love it. You gotta love it. Oh, were you gonna try it? You were gonna try
I
it.
should, I guess. Tilt is too tilty.
So Rock City is, and I can describe it to you when I get up there, but Rock City you have to finish, basically, so the 4 band members flash.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
if you get
Oh,
Star
right.
Child, they flash, but you have to get
Right.
this, like, mega super jackpot
Okay, I
to
remember
get
that
it
now.
to light solid, and for some reason it's just,
Super hard.
it's super fucking hard. It's like you have to hit every single shot, like, 2 or 3 times in the multi-balls, and it's just real hard.
I can't get
So.
shot.
So don't panic, Cliffy. You don't have any Kiss over in your neck of the woods. This is a game that I never choose in tournaments because every time I choose it, it's a dickhead to me. Even though I'm just like, but I like you. Come on, we're friends.
Why can't I hit those fucking rat? Okay. I'm just gonna go there.
Ooh, double danger.
Please.
Double danger. You're
There
getting
it
the
is.
touch. You're getting the touch. Oh, I was just saying you don't have a Kiss up in Colorado. Which sucks. It sucks.
Oops.
None? That's crazy. I feel like there's like these weird machines that are super fun that have come out that like somehow everybody sort of forgets they exist. You know? Hey, I'm doing a machine. Hello. Got to play it once in Oregon, yeah. It's definitely one where the longer I've spent on it, the more I feel like I'm so glad I rented it because I played it all the time when it's here, or like because it's at our local bar. But I have a different approach to it now. Having it in the house. Maybe that's the light spot of this pandemic is having a chance to have these games in your house. Just play a bunch, rent a game, get it in your house, play it because it's your only social activity.
Oh, I looked up a good trivia question for today. I forgot to put it in our trivia thing.
So don't ask for trivia yet.
Oh no!
Just wait.
Fuck you.
Just a second. Yeah, renting is definitely something. I mean, I think Gavin does it because I'm sure he makes more money on location during normal times. But there are a few games that he does like rent. Because he has a couple. Gavin. Because he has a couple that are like, oh, this was never on the floor. This was always somebody's renting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, huh.
But I think he prefers to have things on the. I don't know. I wish he was here. I could ask him.
Yeah. Interesting. I did not know that.
Well, I just knew that because I think the Jurassic Park that Rachel rented was coming from somebody else's house who had rented it before the pandemic.
No.
For whatever reason, Kiss got lost among Metallica, AC/DC, Aerosmith, and now Iron Maiden. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And I also think there's like a weird thing where if you don't like the band, then you're just like, ugh, this game sucks. And it's like, no, you don't. The band is irrelevant, you know? But you do have to listen to the songs over and over again. So maybe it's not a seller. If you're not a huge fan of Kiss, you probably don't want to listen to their songs over and over again. I get it. Hey, Goran.
Hey, Goran. Yay. Oh, Goran. I have news for you on the Disneyland, of course.
Every time you get mad at Gene Simmons shot, and why don't? Yeah. The Gene Simmons shot is the worst, and also it malfunctions a lot. And apparently, it's a super pain in the ass to work on. So, like when it breaks, operators, unless you have a good operator, it might just stay broken for a while, which there's 3 switches in there that could break. Right now, there's currently a switch that is currently not working in this KISS, but it only affects your multi-ball. It's a bummer, but it's still playable. But if, like, it stops registering shots, like it stops registering your lock, or stops registering shots in the mouth, it's kaput. Just mute him. Mute it. Mute Aerosmith, and it's a great pin. I actually think that Aerosmith should be rethemed to be a Weird Al game.
That's a great idea.
And have it be, like, Weird Al, but Aerosmith. I think that's really adorable and, like, a perfect parody of something. And a way to refresh a game that's pretty fun that maybe, you know, needs a little more fandom. That's true, you could make it out of the Can Crusher, but they kind of, you know, like they made the Primus out of the Can Crusher. The Can Crusher itself is also exactly a reskin of another game that nobody bought because it had boobs all over it in 2018.
I'm sure people bought it.
Some people bought it. But if you were an operator, I don't know how much money you make off it. At least here in Chicago, we all refuse to blame Whoa Nelly. I don't know. It's just no. No, we didn't. But, like, imagine, like, the Jack in the Box, but it comes out and it's Weird Al. And he's just like, hey. Like, that's just amazing. Great. The other thought that I had for a retheme of Aerosmith, I don't know why I was thinking of rethemes, but I was also thinking that Aerosmith could possibly be a shining machine. Because of the elevator. And, like, having some sort of, like...
blood come out?
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be scary. There's not very many scary pinball machines, I feel like. Is there?
I mean, there's that Rob Zombie game, there's the Alice Cooper
those
game.
Those are scary.
There's a lot of, like, horror
like kitschy.
games.
Like, what about, like, a real, like, scary game? I guess Ghostbusters has that Scream.
Yeah.
That I hate.
Well, what would you constitute as scary? Like,
I don't know.
Like gore?
No.
I mean, Walking Dead's got some gore. Have you seen the color TMT on Walking Dead? It's like so bloody.
I guess. Not gore. What were
Aerosmith would be better as anything else, yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just kind of... It's illuminating to me, and maybe this has changed since a recent code update or anything, but I remember watching a tournament in which Tim Sexton was doing the commentary on. I think it was like the 2018 state championships in Illinois, and they were playing Aerosmith, and he was basically like, just ignore all the song stuff, ignore all the modes, like basically taking huge chunks of the game and just be like, oh no, don't even focus on that. And I kind of feel like everything should be important. Like, I get there's some games where it's just like, oh, if you're playing it this way, you know, you're trying to get points, this stuff is dangerous. But, like, in KISS, you play the song modes because it'll give you a playfield multiplier.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a big
That's
fucking
very
deal.
important.
And I kind of feel like there should be code that makes you take hard shots. Like, oh, big risk, big reward, you know? Like... none of this fucking, like, sure, you could be the guy that hits the same shot over and over again and, like, is super whatever, but, right, or Metallica, the song doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
And Iron Maiden is like that, too. It's like, you know, Keith was just like, you know what, play to whatever song you want to, I'm gonna make the game the same. I get, it depends on the designer, of course. Something with Chucky. Ooh, I think a Chucky, like, campy horror game would be fun.
I like the idea of, like all the lights going out.
Yeah.
And, then a jump scare, or, like, different lights turning on, and there's, like, some horror stuff that you could do, I think, is, like...
yeah.
I think it'd be neat.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
It'd be fun.
It'd be, like...
Puppet Master, Hellraiser...
all those are too, like...
retheme an Austin Powers to be a
horror.
Pee-wee's Playhouse. That would be great.
Pee-wee's Playhouse is not horror.
That would be great. Well, no. He says he wants to Tiki Pinball wants to retheme an Austin Powers to be.
Oh, that would be great.
We're talking about rethemes.
Yes.
Hellraiser would be cool. Actually, it should be a retheme, and it should be Pinhead Bot instead of Pinbot.
No.
Fishtails. It could be bike wheels. Freddy is cool. Oh yeah, Freddy is kind of a scary one.
I haven't played enough Freddy to know how scary that was. He's a scary person in...
Turn a Theater of Magic into Hellraiser. Oh yeah, the trunk could be the puzzle box. That would be a perfect little... I mean, that's the problem. No collector is going to take a $7,000 machine and make it into something else. Actually, that's not true, because there is a collector that took a Totan and turned it into an Aladdin, and I was like flabbergasted, because that is a high-priced game. A high-priced game.
It's a high-priced game.
It's a high-priced game.
I just sucked. Do you want to play?
Sure, I'll play.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool, I got a drink.
Retheme of Rick and Morty. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It would have to be recreated, like what they did with Sea Witch and Beatles, or Can Crusher. Like, it would have to either be rethemed in the manufacturing process, or somebody just has a shit ton of money to be like, sure, yeah, I'll take this crazy expensive game and turn it into something else. Which would be awesome.
Hey, Pinball Super Friends, we're shirt turns right now. That's cool.
Aw, that's cute.
I miss my Logan.
You guys are so cute. I actually have that shirt too. I got it in their last, they had that beer sale.
Nerds say, make an Iron Maiden into what the Archer table it should have been.
Oh, yeah. That would be like a pretty big, like sticking it to the man, so to speak.
Yeah. So when I was thinking horror, though, I was thinking more like Silent Hill or like Paranormal Activity. Things like that.
So shitty horror.
What are you talking about? Freddy is shitty. Hell, okay. I don't know anything about horror. This is what we're learning. This is what we're learning. No, I don't.
Well, so here's the thing, like, because horror as a genre, like those that are into horror are very hardcore.
Yes, and I am not.
So I could see
but like a Doom game. Like Doom is like one of those.
I think they're working. Is Deep Root working on a Doom game?
Because that could be really fun if it's just like really dark and like with light flashing certain places and like kind of like jump scares. I think that would be neat.
Did you go to the expo? Oh my god, I haven't played pinball all day, you guys, and I'm warming up right now, so please disregard the playing that's currently happening.
I don't know how Deep Root got a Deep Root gets a lot of licenses that I don't know how they get theirs.
Did you go to the expo haunted house tournament that they had?
No,
I didn't either, but I heard it was like basically like a haunted house, but you have to play pinball while doing it, like while traversing.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
Something spooky, and then like people come out and say they like jump out at you while you're playing.
That scares me. I'm not good at. I don't watch horror movies for this reason. I get scared, and either I lash out or I like.
I mean, I think for the kind of things that you're talking about in terms of it being horror, like jump scares and things like that, it would have to be something that would be like somewhat randomized, which would make it like, I mean, granted, you would maybe turn that off in a tournament or something, because the only way to really be scared is to not know it's coming.
Right. That's true.
So like, but you know, maybe it's some crazy thing where the like, and I think somebody's talked about or like made a joke about like a shock coming through the flippers.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
that would be very scary.
If you hit the wrong shot or something, you get
Nerd
shocked.
says there's an FX3 Doom pinball table, which is cool. I've not seen that. I will look into it. Thank you, nerds. Super Friends went to the horror thing.
Oh yeah, tell us about it. How'd you like it?
they say it was dope.
Yeah?
So
Maybe
perhaps
that's like
next time.
more, like maybe that's something that we convince Zesby to do eventually when things open
Zesty
up.
would be into that, right?
Like, wouldn't it be super cool?
Yeah.
Actually, I
I
also
only want to be part of the people who are scaring people, though.
here's
I can-
another idea that I had for Zesby that would take a lot of work, but he could pull it off. Is to dress up Logan Arcade like an 80s arcade and take out everything that was made after a certain period of time and fill it all with EMs
Yeah.
and like stand-ups, and just the whole place would just be like, oh, it's like 1987. And then whatever
Yeah.
games were made before then could be in, and everything
It'd
else
like
would be out.
the Back to the Future bar.
Yeah.
Oh, Jane says Dark Souls pinball. That would be...
Ooh.
Okay, does anxiety-inducing count as scary? Let me tell you something. I think that all pinball
That's
is
what
anxiety.
scaring is. Like that, I mean, well, 'cause there are some people that say that the jump scare, like the classic, like, oh, the cat jumps out and scares you in a horror movie doesn't count. But I think it does. I hate him. I hate it.
It scares me.
But it does scare you. And like that's the point. It's like supposed to be something that you're not expecting.
Yes.
Or like that, like, you know, you have 3 scoops and 2 of them will shock you if you get there. And so you're just like,
it's like choose the right door.
what do I do?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And just like a lot of fear, like a lot of the horror stuff is anticipating something happening. Like,
yeah.
if you hit one of these things, something's going to happen, but you don't know what it is, but you're just like, like, so a friend of mine had,
good.
I know I keep talking about shocking, but a friend of mine has this little thing where it's a game, and you put it on the table, and you step up, and one person on one side puts their finger in, the other person puts on the other finger, and it's literally a light that just goes beep, 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 and then it shocks one of you. The amount of sheer terror that you have when you're waiting to see if you're gonna be the one that gets shocked, and it's like a nothing shock. It's like one of those like dumb little can things. It's not a big deal. It's like licking a battery.
Which I wouldn't do.
Which I wouldn't do either, but I probably did it as a child, and that's why I wouldn't do it.
Would Wonka work for a Candyman retheme? Unknown Machine asks.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know enough
Possibly.
about Candyman, and I don't know. I feel like Candyman isn't about candy.
I mean, Wonka has so much stuff in it. You could do anything.
Candyman.
But the TV.
Is Candyman about candy?
No, it's about a man. It's actually based in Chicago. It's about a man from Caprini Green who comes back and kills people.
Okay.
But what I will say is you could turn the TV into the mirror so that because you call the Candyman by standing in front of the mirror and saying Candyman like 3 times or something.
And then they kill you? Like what?
And then he comes after you.
Why would
Yes.
you do
Because trauma. Because of trauma. He's had a rough time. I think the recent remake, has the remake come out?
Oh my god, Jane. Sorry, Jane just, with Dark Souls, you lose all your points when you hit the wrong shot.
Oh my god, yeah, like something like that, like defining what terror
And then you
is
have to
to
get
a
something
pinball
else to get
player.
your points back. This is amazing, Jane. That's a great idea.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Write it down. And Tiki Pinball, I agree that the Ghostbusters Scream is the best unexpected
I
horror
love it! And you said you hated it!
It is. I do hate it because I'm afraid of that shit. I don't want it, but I do think it's a good idea. It's original, but I don't want it. Okay?
I told Dwight that I loved it, and everyone in the room got mad at me for telling him that. So. But I am still on the fence of saying that I like it.
Yeah. Spencer's for the win with those shop games, yeah. Is Spencer still around? Is that
They can't. Like, all the malls are closing. There's no way there's Spencer still around. Maybe they are. Maybe they're around.
Are you in Heaven's on Fire right now?
I
am. Let's see. Ghostbusters could shock you when you get the card wrong. That's a great idea, too, to do them all. You've got a lot of good ideas here. Oh, no. You and Jane. You guys gotta make one together.
Yeah, you guys need
Get
to...
together, make a pinball machine, give it to us, and we'll stream it.
What do I need? What do I need?
I will be very
I
scared.
need this guy. So, in this mode, if you guys aren't, because there were some people that don't play this often, in this mode I'm trying to fill up the grid again. So you get in this mode by getting the grid filled, which is in the center of the game. And I'm trying to fill up the grid.
How do you get the faces?
The faces are the pop bumpers. It's the right orbit shot.
Oh, that
that's
right
all I
that's all
need
you
is
need.
the right orbit shot.
Nice shot, girl.
Oh, except only one of the bumpers wasn't lit. Okay.
Okay.
I missed it.
And it's gone.
Damn it.
Poop.
Damn it.
Okay, Rage Gwen says there are Spencers that are still around. So,
Hey, Rage Gwen.
That would be cool. We should go to a mall.
We should go to a mall.
I haven't been to a mall in decades. I can say that.
It's true.
Factually.
I also have not been to a mall in decades.
Whoa. Unknown Machine, this is some next level stuff. Okay, Ghostbusters should have a feature like Toto. Oh, okay. When the ball shoots up and you have control of the Magnusleans and shoot the brothers to get out of the trap.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a good idea.
Or just, I like the idea of, like, in a horror game, like, what makes things horror? Like, you know, you're in a multi-ball, but your flippers are weak and you can't do anything. You can't hit the shot that you need to get out of it or something, you know? Like...
So you have to hit another shot, or, like...
Well, I was just trying to think, like, you know, think in terms of what would be a horror for a... You know, you have to have the flipper gap. What if your flippers move? What if it's like a fireball where your flippers, they flatten, but maybe they flatten and there's still a gap. So, like, all your shots are fucked up and you're just like, oh,
there
shit.
has not been one of those games made in a long time. What are those called? The zipper flippers?
Zipper flippers, yeah.
Right? Yeah. They must not be made for a reason, though, I'm thinking.
I mean, they haven't, like, when was the last time you saw a game with the little flippers?
Well, what's it called? PBR sometimes has little flippers.
Oh, you're right. But then nobody played them, and so they had to put the big flippers on because all the crybabies.
Okay. So for DS, you think it's different sets of shots.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, look at that.
The kitty.
Oh, he has been so adorable. He's been putting on a show all night. You guys can't see how adorable this cat is.
I'm gonna show everyone.
Nap cam, really. Nap cam.
There he is.
So cute.
Just hanging out.
Game's going
Good.
so far.
We just... Well, we kind of played a few games.
Battles. Harry and battle mode with attack. Harry dodge.
We're talking about horror-themed pinball machines.
Okay.
And, like,
Each battle is
how
different
that would work.
requirements.
There
I
should be
think
a few.
you guys, it's time to make a Dark Souls pinball machine. And
Oh, that'd be good, like,
it would be insane.
Jane has some
Like
really
a,
good ideas for that.
it'd be good, at the very least, like an alternate pin, like the Primus or the Heavy Metal pin. At least do that.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
We just have to buy 100 machines. That's all.
Yeah. and
Stern
you
will
can
make it
roll
for us if we buy 100
Sure,
machines.
why not? Stern will make anything for us.
We just have to have $1 million. Oh, yeah. Okay, you miss a ramp and the character breaks its leg, and one flipper is weak and the other one works.
Oh, yeah,
Cool
for the
idea,
entire
like-
game. And then you have to, like, hit
to, like,
really
heal or
super
something.
dangerous shots in order to, like, heal yourself. Yeah.
That's a cool idea.
Ah!
There are, Jane, a lot of opportunities to make Dark Souls the most punishing pinball.
Alright, I gotta let this drain.
I'm saying something, because pinball is fucking punishing. I moved from Dark Souls because I wanted something more punishing to pinball. Jane knows.
You moved to pinball, specifically. It wasn't hard enough. Alright, I need space
I
now.
just like to be angry, I think. I like to feel things. Here, let's look at the cat again. There he is. Isn't he cute?
Isn't he so cute?
The best. Oh, he's so happy. Oh, I was gonna tell you guys the trivia. Okay. Here's the question. What does Kiss and Rebecca's flip-flop have in common?
Ooh, that's a good question. Other than being in my pinball
Other than
room
being
currently?
in your pinball room. Yes. And it's not necessarily this Kiss, which is a big
I had extra ball lit. But I can't be mad at 341.
No, you can't. That's pretty good. That's a
Um,
great... Is that your first game? Jesus.
no, it was
Like your
second?
still.
It was a slow start. I'll play one more, and then we'll switch. Because I'll need a drink. That's a good question. I don't even know that question, and I'm looking at both of them.
Okay, so it's... I'll just make it easier. It's the original Kiss from 1970.
Okay. The original Kiss.
Yeah.
I almost forgot that existed.
Yeah.
Why don't people, when they sell that game, when I see that game for sale, like, people think is it really worth like a $4,000?
I don't know. They
have
made 17,000 of them. That was
People
your
have the
reason.
dumbest prices on the fucking old Bally Kiss, and I
Ding,
don't
ding,
know
ding.
why.
Munmo Machine got it. They have the same designer.
Ooh.
Flip Flop and the original Kiss had the same designer.
Well, maybe I would like it.
You might.
Maybe I would like the
You
original
might like
Kiss.
it. Actually, I don't hate it. I liked it. And it has a similar, actually, it has the same grid thing that this Kiss does.
It does.
They
Do you
took
fill
that.
up the grid
Yeah,
on it?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Hey, Charlie, would you? Oh,
Someone was listing at Cubs Triple Play for $4,000.
I mean, that person had it listed for a long time, and like everyone was just like, never gonna get it. But maybe they will. I
Maybe
don't
they
know.
will. A super Cubs fan might buy it. Who knows? Yep, that's true. They did make 20,000 as, and they are very expensive. But the reason why is because everyone played them and loved them, right? So I guess it makes sense that the more expensive games are the ones that more people like and have played, you know?
Young Daryl or old Daryl? Oh, that's why.
Oh,
Charlie said he watched an awful Daryl Hannah movie.
Which one?
What was it called?
it was called The Job, and it's from 2003, so
Oh,
you
it's
know
terrible.
what it is.
2003.
Yeah,
Jesus,
it's not
okay.
prime Daryl.
No.
No, that's Desperate for a Buck Daryl.
Oh yeah, she was very, very Botoxed.
Aww.
She still looked good,
I'm sure she did.
but
She's got the genes.
you know, she had the eyebrows that went like around her skull, kind of thing, because they've been pulled back so far. And the like weird lips.
Let's see. Okay. Alice Stanley and Theater Magic Tables or got me into pinball as a kid, yeah. Like, everyone played those when they were young, and that's why everyone...
I actually thought, like, if we're talking about rethemes, I actually thought that an Addams Family rethemed to be Pee-wee's Playhouse could work. Because you would make it the mansion into the playhouse, and then you'd have the different modes, and maybe instead of the electric chair, you'd have Cherry, or you'd have, like, the genie or something there.
Wait. Pee-wee's Playhouse is Addams Family? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, that makes sense. That'd be great.
It's doable.
But they
Or
cost
Addams
$20,000.
Family as like
Well, that-
Beetlejuice, and you could have the house be the Beetlejuice house.
Yeah. But Beetlejuice could be its own thing.
I just want it to be its own thing. It needs to. They both need to be their own thing.
We haven't talked about the new Avengers.
We have not. I didn't even ask you.
I know.
So you must have gotten back from internet
No,
hole.
I found out they released it there. I mean, we had
Right.
a little internet. We
But
had
you
enough
weren't able
keep
to
up-
watch the trailer until.
No, that's correct.
Until
Well,
you
I
got
didn't know
home.
that was out. Yeah, I just saw. Yeah. Okay. Yes. I watched the trailer.
Definitely's gonna do a thing with the gamers. Luckily on a Wednesday and not on a Thursday.
What does that mean? Oh, unlocked.
So
it doesn't-
so they won't be doing a
During
release
our-
stream during the same time as our
As our
stream,
stream, yeah, that'd
because
be-
But see, now that sucked. See, this is what happens. This is what Kiss does to me. This is how I play Kiss when I have to play against somebody else. Do you want to play?
No, you can play another one if you want. in my humble opinion, it looks really cool. It's Elwyn.
Asterisk.
Yes.
Only when you have to play against somebody else that's not me, because you usually destroy me.
Yeah. Well.
That's where all those
You don't scare me, Charlie.
That's where all those high scores and GCs come from.
You don't scare me.
Well, that's good. Elwyn makes great games. This is his third game. I'm excited to play it.
It's
It
got a
looks
lot of
cool.
what I like about him is he borrows stuff from games that he really likes, but he doesn't just straight up copy them. Like, I think a lot of people felt a bit discouraged with the Stranger Things pin because it felt very much like they just took an attack from Mars and they slapped a new thing on it. And it's not that, because I think that code updates and things like that have made it a different game, but I think Elwyn does it right because he has a tendency to, you know, like, it's like more of paying a homage to something that he really liked from a game, but he's not just taking that exact thing. You know, if he's gonna borrow the shot from Circus, he's not putting it where the Circus shot is.
Right.
He's doing something else with it. It's
not
serving a
green
different
face.
purpose.
So, it's Circus plus Totan, right?
Well, yeah, because the spinner is like Totan, the top,
with the Circus,
and then it comes
crazy
up
thingy.
so that he can trap it. Now, this is only the premium, I believe, because
Right.
the pro does not have that under playfield. But you've got that really sweet ass, like, under playfield
yes, the
thing,
lock
which
thing?
is amazing.
Yeah, that looks funny.
There was something else from another game that I was.
Well, it goes into the back box a little and comes back out. That's from something
That's
else.
they did that with Monsters, right? And was Lord of the Rings one that goes back in the back and comes back
I
out?
did that. But Lord of the Rings, that did happen. I don't know about Monsters. I don't think.
Monsters, the Raven shot goes back and then
Does it?
back and front. The premium does, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think it goes back in and then comes back out, right?
I'm not sure.
They haven't borrowed the under playfield like switch thing from Ghostbusters
Yeah,
yet.
I like that thing.
It's cool.
It is cool. Yeah, the
Except when it goes in there and it goes.
Oh yeah, then you have to wait forever. That just happened to me. Don't Panic Flip says the vertical U-turn looks pretty awesome too.
That looks super
That looks
cool.
Weird and I don't understand.
It reminds me of that. Do you guys remember that, like, the big hoopla when Tony Hawk was gonna do like the 360, and they built a ramp to go all the way around? It just reminds me of that for, like, you know, just like, oh, the ball, whoa, like, or like those coasters at like the super coasters where they shoot you off really fast and you just go, and then it's over. Then it's over.
Yeah, is that vertical U-turn, is it going to have some sort of help, like a magnet or something to help you get up that U-turn, or is it you're shooting it hard and it's going to go on there?
You're shooting it hard.
Shooting it
Well,
hard.
okay, so the U-turn is that on the pro as well?
No. it's
Okay,
not on
so
the
that's
road.
just because it sounded to me also. One of our buddies, Ben, on Tilt Chamberlain, was pointing out that it looked like on the premium there's certain shots that are like safe because there's a habit trail that'll deliver that directly to the flipper, but on the pro those shots aren't safe.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like a strategy thing. If you're playing a pro, you play
Right.
it different than you'd play a
Well,
premium.
that's the same with Iron Maiden. They're very different.
True.
But at least
I mean, but they're not that.
not
I mean,
that different, but
they're not
the
that
mummy,
different.
The mummy multi-ball is different.
right.
That's the part that's
But like on this game, the pro versus the premium, you're like, there's a few things that are different, but it's not like gonna change your game strategy.
yeah. Let's see here. Drop targets grid. I don't know what that is. There's a drop targets grid? I don't know. I probably just missed that.
Oh, they're like
there's two
super-
ramps that go
they're
on
like
Pac-Man Adventures, yeah.
Superhero, like, or you get like super upgrades or something.
Jurassic Pro was brilliant in that there were no gimmicks, just ramps and switches, a couple of pop-up those. Yeah, that's true. They kept it simple and it was perfect.
I mean, you can't say that Jurassic Park is keeping it simple. it's not simple.
Well,
The layout? Are you kidding? Come on. I mean, yeah, granted, there's no
crazy
toy.
toys. Yeah, that's all.
Well, the car is a toy.
I guess there's a car.
And there's a
I forgot
fucking,
about the car.
like, dinosaur that picks up...
That almost never works, that thing.
But, like, just the way that the ball, like, flips down almost like the weird, like, World Cup thing, but into a habit trail and delivers to your flipper. I am a really big fan of games that deliver your first shot to your flipper.
Yeah.
Like, Walking Dead...
Yeah.
Borg, what the fuck were you thinking? It goes into the pots no matter what, and then it like does this thing where it dribbles out the side and goes down the center like half the time, and when you're playing a tournament, you can't touch the game at all, and you're just like, cool, thanks for that. That was like a shitty thing to do! Okay, don't lose this ball because then I have to drain the other one.
Oh, there's the Tony Stark wall ramp lock. You know what that means?
Oh yeah, so it's like a weird like it looks like it's a
I think it's
like
what you're talking about.
You like lock the ball, it sucks up to the top and then it spits it back out.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
That's gonna break.
Maybe
We're just like, that's gonna break.
Maybe it'll work. I don't know. Hopefully they have some testing.
Oh, I'm sure they tested the shit out of everything.
Oh, those balls are going to be magnetized after a couple of weeks. If there's that many magnets in there.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So, we are having to drain our last ball on the Demon Multi-Ball because the switch that spits it out of here is not working just in the multi-ball. Works every other time. I don't know what it is.
I want to play Avengers.
You what?
Well, I want to play Avengers. How are we going to get that to happen?
Well...
We have to buy one.
No.
No? We have to go to Stern. We have to ask Stern.
You know what we're going to have to do?
No. I don't know.
No. It'll show up and we'll get to play it.
Alright. Fine.
I mean, we got to play Turtles.
That's true.
Shit. I might have to take these cat ears off. They, like, you know how, like, when it sits right on your temple?
Yep.
And it hurts?
It hurts, yeah. So I just put a Walking Dead on location tonight. But I don't think it's going to earn well because only diehard pinheads like that game. Tiki Pinball, that's very true. Beginners, that game doesn't make any
Because
sense.
it's brutal. It's brutal from the get-go, and it
brutal
should be
and the
because
rules
that's the
don't make
theme.
sense. Also, it's hard to know the rules without knowing them. Like, without looking it up. Like, they're not...
But I also,
apparent.
you know, I appreciate that Stern isn't just making games for dumb people that don't know how to play pinball. Like, they're thinking about the fact that they need to have stuff for the dum-dums, but then stuff for us, too. Sometimes we're dum-dums.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, you want to play?
Sure.
Take me away.
Alright. Oh shit. Okay. Having trouble walking.
Well, there's like an obstacle course in front of you. Like, this doesn't have to be here. Classic Tony Braxton song.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
I think they're called casual players, at least in their cases. Yes, that's true. And, you know,
I like casual play.
I like casual players. Actually, we were just talking about wanting to create some YouTube content for some casual players because it can be pretty fucking intimidating to get into this sport, and the only way it's going to continue as awesome as it has is if more young people get into it, and some of the things that we get frustrated with when it comes to new themes and, you know, artwork and just general manufacturing pinball stuff that we talk about a lot, like diversity and, you know, having teams that feel relevant to certain generations is only going to happen if there's younger people that are into stuff. So.
It's true.
So when I finish Elvira and the Party Monsters, I'm gonna swap them out and people will love it. Yeah. Even though Party Monsters is also kind of brutal if you're playing that game, but it's like in a different way, I think. Fuck! Balancing games should be accessible to casual players, right? But have depth, right? Balancing time per ball difficulty with that is really delicate. Yeah, it is very delicate. And it's not easy, and I do think that, you know, and when I say we, I'm just saying a collective, like, pinball scene, and when I say pinball scene, I mean sometimes Pinside, because, yeah.
Sometimes
people will
Pinside.
just kind of get, like, really shitty. They're like, I didn't like it. It was stupid. It's like, somebody spent 2 years making this.
I think we all are guilty of that sometimes.
We are,
okay?
we are. Of course we are.
Including me.
Monsters. Like, come on. That game gets so much heat. And it's not bad. It's fun. It's fun. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's literally Monster Bash. Like, it is...
What?
The premise is very close to Monster Bash. It is not Monster Bash
not
because, of course,
literally
it's
Monster
not designed
Bash.
by Gomez and all that stuff. But you collect characters
Dial that
by
back.
hitting certain shots that starts a mode. It's very similar.
Yeah, but there's no
Scoop
fucking
is in the
band.
same spot. Well, no, there's no band.
There's no
But you get
band.
Monster Madness.
And that's not as fun. Because there's no band. Rebecca! How could you say that?
Next time you play Monsters, just focus on how much it's like Monster
No.
Bash. And then maybe you'll like it more.
Maybe.
Streamers like yourself have to be helping pulling in new players. Yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. There was a big talk about the subway in Avengers, and people were saying casual players almost always drain a subway kick because they expect the ball to come out the same place it went into the machine. Interesting.
Fuck.
Well, then that's for us. Monsters shoot's amazing. It's just shallow for a modern game. Yeah, it does shoot amazing, and there's some hard shots on it. I think it needs a couple of code tweaks. It needs a little bit of something that makes it... It needs another multi-ball. It's got Raven. It's got Herman.
It needs a reason for me to like it.
Well, what would make you like it more?
A better theme.
But you play games all the time that have shitty themes that are like, whatever. Who
I
cares?
don't like
Who cares
shitty
about
themes.
this?
I'm one of the people that don't like shitty themes.
I don't mind the theme. I think Monsters is cute. I wish that they went with the whole black and white thing that they did with the premium for everything. I think that would have been really cool.
I guess I'm a hater tonight. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You can hate all you want.
I'm sorry.
We can be good cop, bad cop.
I still like Monsters fine. I get salty because I want there to be a theme for me, you know.
Oh yeah.
I want a theme that's for my demographic.
Right.
Old woman demographic.
Old woman.
There's the old men.
There's
a lot
got
of
old men covered. The old men
Just
have
give me
been
an old
covered
woman.
for decades now. Tiki Pinball says they also put out a Ripley's. Great shooter for noobs, depth for pinheads, but super long ball times for those who know how to play. I understand that.
Yeah, that
And
makes sense.
that's the problem with, like, you know, I went to a tournament in San Francisco, and they had a Sopranos, which is a super fun game, but they didn't put it in the tournament because they're like, we'll be here for 5 days if the Sopranos is in, because people will just play it forever. So it has to find that balance. Although, as a fellow pinhead, head, I love it when I can step up to a pinball machine and play it forever. It doesn't make the operator any money, which is the whole point, but I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I mean, during tournaments, maybe, but... And if you're playing with someone else, it's not fun.
Reskin to a different theme with better rules. Would you like Munsters if it was reskinned to something cool?
Maybe. If it give me
Alright, so what would we reskin Munsters to be?
anything.
Anything.
Give me something. Monster Bash. There's one.
Monster Bash. Monster Bash is great because any single shot, few times will give you one of the modes. Scoop spots you a random shot. So even if you're casual, you might get something randomly.
Mother
Yep,
effing
keep it
cops.
alive. That's right. Multi-ball. Yeah. There is something about Monster Bash because I do feel like people can blow it up, but it also can be very mean. I've lost a lot.
It is very
on
mean,
that
yeah.
Because
That's very true.
I lose.
But
I
when
lose
you
on that
win,
game.
it's great.
But when you win, it's great. You're right.
I just want it to be great when you win more. Like, I do like. I mean, modes are great. You know, you get the wizard mode or whatever.
A no machine says there should be another Bad Cats because old women love cats.
Yeah, there you go.
I would totally play a Bad
I would
Cats
fucking
too.
play that.
I would absolutely play.
Good job. On
But
that
it would
machine.
be called Batter Cats. Batter Cats.
Batter Cats.
Yeah, retheme Monsters to be Beetlejuice. Why not?
Yeah, there you go. Great. Perfect.
If Monsters got recoded, it'd be your favorite board. Yeah.
And I like the little baby
I also
machine in the bottom. Of
don't panic flip. I know you corrected yourself, but Beetlejuice was how he. It was spelled as Betelgeuse. Remember when what's his name? Alec Baldwin says like call Betelgeuse. So I like that kind of the old school spelling of the Beetlejuice there.
That's how you spell the star.
Huh?
There's a star. Beetlejuice. The star is spelled like Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah. Just don't say it more than 2 times.
Well, maybe we want Michael Keaton to come over. You know? He's cool.
I would love if Michael Keaton like just to hang out with us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Check it out.
Oh my god, I had the biggest crush on Michael Keaton when I was in 2nd grade. I loved him so much. I had, they had the, like, when the Tim Burton Batman came out, they had the trading cards, and I got a pack of cards, and it had a Bruce Wayne with those, like, wire-rimmed glasses that he wore, and he was just, like,
oh yeah,
contemplating. And I had that by my bed. And I mean, this was before I was in 2nd grade. Like,
sure.
I didn't understand.
2nd grade didn't. Yeah.
I just had this obsession with him where I was just like, there's something about him that I just want to keep watching this movie over and over again.
That's cute.
Oh, retheme of Munsters as a Batman game, but each family member is a different generation of Batman.
That's fun.
Interesting. There are a shit ton of Batman games, though.
That is true. There's a shit ton of Batman movies. So
Right. There's a shit ton of Batmans, and it's a classic theme. Everybody loves Batman. Some are better than others. Actually, my favorite Batman is actually one of the worst Batman games to play. Because I'm not a huge fan of the Data East 92 Tim Burton Batman. Although the artwork on that machine is so nice. Like, it almost would be worth it to buy the machine just so I can have that back glass, because it's just gorgeous.
Okay.
Of all the Batman pins, Batman Returns has been the best. Really?
Really? I've not played it.
I never see Batman Returns. I think I've maybe played it once. I am a fan of Batman 66. I think Batman 66 is super fun. But I don't know if it's fair to compare that because it's got the LCD screen, it's got like all those elements. that are really cool. But I think that one's the best. There was Slacker. I bet it went really fast. Like, did you see that guy that was selling that mousing around for a pretty good price too? And I was really tempted to buy it.
There's a mousing around for sale?
There's one in Wisconsin for $2,400.
Right now?
Yeah, I saw it today.
God, I wish I had a bigger house.
You can fit 2 pinball machines. You know you can now.
I know, but I want more.
I know.
Oh no.
So, Slacker, what's a decent price for Batman 66? Because I need one for, like, not a decent price, but like a, oh my god, they must have fallen and hit their head and forgot what they paid for it price. I saw that mousing around earlier and was, I will admit, and I feel really bad because I'm sitting right in front of it, and I love you, my beautiful Earthshaker, but I was tempted to see if I could trade it. Because, so daytime television, they trade their pinball machines all the time, and like, I feel like this weird I feel this, like guilty in a weird way, like they're my babies. I'm like, no, I couldn't give them away. They're my first one. This is my first machine. And like, Game Time has an Iron Man now. They sold their Iron Maiden.
Oh, wow.
They got an Iron Man instead. They had a Centaur for a while. Like, it's like kind of awesome. They sold their Metallica to get the Iron Man or Iron Maiden. They had a Pirates that they sold. They had a TNA that they swapped out. They basically are like renting pinball machines, only just swapping them and selling them for other things, and I think that's great.
Yeah, that's
Like,
cool.
If you've mastered a pinball machine, I think Al Anonymous talked about doing that too, where like he had a couple of games where he's like, oh, I keep swapping out, but there's like 2, like I think Paragon, and there's another one that he had. And he's like, these are keepers. Like, there's no way I'm getting rid of these. Let's do that. Yeah. Exactly, Jane. Just keep buying and swapping. 6,500. That's a really good price.
For what?
For Batman 66? 6,500?
I don't know. That sounds pretty good to me.
That's a really good price.
Who's saying that?
Slacker.
Where'd Slacker see that?
Locally. He said loco. Hey, Butt Cheek Flipper. How you doing? Playing Kiss.
Hey, Butt Cheek.
Facebook.
I
Oh.
saw you're getting a Ghostbusters.
Ooh, yeah. You getting Ghostbusters?
That's exciting.
That's super exciting.
I love Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Did you miss your Ghostbusters when you were on your
I did.
lake vacation?
I did miss her. Even though she's mean.
I mean, some crazy person is trying to sell an Addams Family for $12,000.
I think that's normal. A lot of
12
people.
grand for Addams? No, come on.
No?
Addams is a 66. You pay 6 for Addams, unless it's one of those crazy gold ones.
You cannot get an Addams for 6. For who's gonna sell their Addams for 6? Oh yeah, I have to drain this ball, huh? I'm gonna try and put it in his mouth, see what happens.
Put it in his mouth. Gonna spit it out.
But the other one doesn't spit out. Okay, fine.
Wow, 6,500 is really good for this. In fact, I almost want to send it. I know somebody that wanted to buy a new Stern, and they wanted to buy a Batman 66. And I'm gonna send it to them. Ooh, Johnny Mnemonic for 2,600. That's a great price for Johnny Mnemonic.
Yes. Where's that?
Oak Lawn.
Who?
Oak Lawn.
Oh, that's like a suburb.
South. It's a suburb.
Southburb. What
Sorry,
should I
we're
do now?
shopping now, guys.
I've done all the things.
Yeah, 12K for a gold edition, sure, but not a normal Addams. You don't. No. That's just taking advantage. That's like, oh, I've got this machine. It must be worth a lot. Or it's somebody that doesn't want to sell it, but is like, oh, I have to list it because my significant other is making me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then you see other things like this person is trying to sell a blackout. A blackout for $3,200. I feel like that's way too expensive for a blackout. Oh yeah, the Mousin. Is that still available?
No,
was that
I thought I had another ball.
Nerds? Was that the one that was offered? Because there's a Mousin around in Wisconsin. There was another Mousin. It was actually offered by the guy who he's a pinball tech because I had him come over and fix my Earthshaker when I first bought it. But he had offered, I think, Mousin for like $2,000, which was like super cheap. And he had like, I think he had a dozen messages to try and buy it. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Butt Cheek Flipper. I had to do a little tweak on the banner because we recently started adding the chat into the banner so that if we post it on other video sites, people can understand what we're talking about because you can't see the chat anywhere. And it's kind of weird because we talk to you guys a lot because that's kind of the fucking point. Just to talk to people. Well, that's just our vibe. We like to talk to our chatters. Some people like to stream and not talk to their chatters, and that's okay. There's room for us all. I would love one of those days to pop up on Twitch and browse the pinball category and see that there is a stream that's getting like whenever Deadflip is on the homepage and I see he's got like 1,000 viewers, I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? What's he doing? Like I have to go on. Because comparatively, Twitch streamers, like people will, like I don't even know what would be like Anna, what would happen if we had 5,000 viewers right now? Like, how would our Twitch stream be? Like,
I don't know.
It would just be so insane.
There'd be
insane.
There'd be lots of weird chatting that wouldn't make sense because it'd go too fast. I don't know.
Slacker says he wants to be like, Gavin, can I buy a game and then trade you for other games when I get bored of it? Like it's a rental, but I'm putting a long-term lease on something. That's you should just mention it to him. He might be interested. Are we using Restream?
What are we doing?
What is Restream? Butt Cheek, what's Restream?
No, we don't know what that is. Tell us what it is.
Please tell us what it is.
Okay, don't hit a shot. Fine.
Yeah, I did too, Slacker. Cause I don't have a job right now, so I stay up late. I stay until like 4 or 5 in the morning, and then I sleep until like 10 or 11. And I like woke up and I was like, Deadflip is live. What the fuck? And I was like, oh, this must be an announcement. So I had to be like, what the fuck is this?
Okay. How do I get into that? No. Cops. Everything's fine, guys. I had an eye twitch. I had to wait it out.
Uh-oh.
Well, I suck at pinball.
That was beautiful. That was so beautiful. The color command should be working.
What's on? What's happening?
It's purple now.
Yeah.
You just kind of can't see it because it's sort of... Here, let me zoom out a little bit. Because I did zoom in a little bit. I think I zoomed too far. Nerds, I zoomed too far.
Purple's probably a hard color to see. Unless you see
There we
it.
go. You can see it on the left there. So Buttcheek says it streams to multiple platforms like Facebook and YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Oh. Interesting. No, we don't. We should use Restream.
Yeah, that would be good.
Is there a weird... I saw somebody doing a live stream on Facebook and they had to sign off and sign back on because they were live for longer than an hour. Is that a thing?
Oh, weird.
It was Jive and Ivan, and I was like, totally jam it. He's like, okay, guys, I gotta sign off because Facebook says I gotta stop, but I'm gonna come right back on.
Aw.
And so he, like, we had to refresh it.
Is Jive and Ivan on right now?
I don't think he's on right now.
We should jam out to him if he's ever on while we're streaming.
I'm sure that if we just sent him a message and said, hey, would you jam while we're streaming, he would absolutely want to give us a playlist.
Cool.
But Cheek says they don't Facebook, so they're not sure.
Sorry, I have to
What am I
along.
renting next? Are you asking me or are you asking Jane?
Ooh.
We were gonna take a break from rentals so that we give some love to our other machines. Because when we have a rental, we just play the new ones constantly, and then I feel bad because literally Earthshaker is covered with a fucking towel, and I haven't touched it in like a month. So we're probably gonna focus on these guys. But I was looking at the list. I was looking at the list, guys. Maybe I should throw it to the chat. So, here's the thing. Rick and Morty is a thing that might be rentable, but it's expensive.
We
It's
can't
like
rent
twice
it.
the price.
Is it heavy? That's the question. That's our
I mean, all the newer games, though, he'll take them here because he can take the heads off of the newer games. It's the older games that are heavy that are like a pain in the ass.
Well,
to take
not
the
the
heads
Jersey
off.
Jacks, though. We won't bring that up.
No, he won't bring the Jersey Jack. Jane was the ask, yeah. Likely Iron Man, nice. But she can't rent. But you're also excited for your Ghostbusters, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The rental for the Rick and Morty is $500.
Fuck. Well, we could go in on it, maybe.
That could be a thing.
We should get a
I was
practice
actually
space.
thinking of maybe trying to convince Rach Gwen to split it with me because she's so close that we could just hop over there really fast.
That's a good idea. That makes more sense than me, probably.
And her stairs are way easier to bring it up. But then also, I'd have to stream the shit out of it, and that might be really annoying to have streams in your house. But also, it's a super rare game. I get it. Like, the price is that way because you don't want everyone to fucking rent it. Rach, I was just, like, thinking about a possibility of splitting a Rick and Morty rental with you. But it's $500 a month, which is a lot. But if we each paid $250, it might be okay. But I've also never played the game, so it seems super cool. But also, when I asked about whether Rick and Morty is available for rental, he was like, it might be, so it might not be. It might be just like at his discretion, which I completely understand. It's like a brand new game. In Australia, it's $2.80 a day. Yeah, but we're talking American dollars versus Australian dollars. So, and depending on, like, this Kiss, I think was like $250, which I think is reasonable. Most of our games have been between $200 and $300 to rent. And I think during a pandemic, you know, I would probably spend that much on regular pinball in the bar over the course of a month. So, you know, plus drinks and everything, I'm sure I'd spend more than that. So it seemed worth it to me. Plus, I literally wake up and will just like, I'm gonna play a game of Kiss, then I'm gonna make coffee, then I'm gonna play a game of Kiss. Then I'm gonna sit in here and play another 6 games of Kiss. So, I played a lot.
A little
feeling twitchy, guys. He's twitching around.
Shit.
Nerds, I don't think Guardians, he doesn't have a Guardians available.
No!
Because I would absolutely rent a Guardians in a heartbeat. I love that game. It would be super fun.
I had it lit and I drained. Did you see that, Rebecca?
1 United States dollars equals
She's nuts.
1.37 Australian dollars. I missed it. What did you do?
I
You
just
were in
got all the
Heavens.
shots in Heavens, and then it lit, and then I went. Then I
Oh, you missed the jackpot. Well, shit. Well, you're one away from getting Kiss Army, so all you need to do first get in the scoop and get your new shit. You need a Spaceman, which I believe is getting 6 instruments. So you need to hit that right ramp a couple of times and collect a couple extra instruments. Have you already gotten the extra ball?
Yes.
One of the extra balls, or both of them.
Oh man, it's crazy.
He's running around like a crazy person right now.
So
the cat is like it's witching hour for the animal.
Okay, I'm just like fucking up now. Okay. Fucking focus.
Backhand it.
No, I keep wanting to shoot on the fly for no damn. Okay. Everything's fine. Nope.
Giant mnemonic Tai
Okay.
Chi.
Fucking demon multiple.
That works.
Cool.
Oh, 280 a day? Holy shit, I did not read that correctly. 280 a day is insane.
280.
That's nuts.
How much is that in dollars? I understand.
It's like, so 1 United States dollars equals 1.37 of US dollars. So that's like, we'll just say $1.5. So that would be like $140 a day to have a pinball machine.
Yeah,
How is that even worth it though, Tompus? Like,
That
who
doesn't
would
seem-
rent? Like, it's either they don't want anybody to have it in their house. Like, who would? Like, why would an operator want to bring it into your house and be like, oh yeah, I just want it for 2 days, and then take it out?
Yeah, that doesn't seem.
Oh yeah, getting machines shipped is from Stern to Australia costs a ton. Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
Just the idea of, like, actually, I was looking into that because when we recently, before the pandemic, we squeezed in a vacation to Thailand. And there are a couple of places in Bangkok to play pinball. But there's not very much pinball at all in Thailand. And when I was looking into trying to find it, I found a guy who was a pinball enthusiast. But he was paying basically the cost of the machine just to import him. Because not only just the shipping, but like there's these crazy import taxes. And so like he's like, oh yeah, I finally got my fun house, and it only cost like I think he got a fun house. Like I think he eventually spent about $7,000 or the equivalent for a fun house, just because it costs like $3,000 to buy the fun house, and then $3,000 just to get it here. You know, so you're looking at least double. Rental for an event, yeah. I can see that.
I looked into that for my wedding.
Funhouse pisses you off? Yeah. Yeah. You wanted to rent a pinball machine for your wedding?
Yeah.
Like at Disneyland? Like have one at Disneyland?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It would have been great. Except for Nate didn't care,
Yeah.
and it was. I mean, it was
And it would be
already so
distracting. It would
expensive.
distract all your peeps from what's happening there.
Yeah, and
Although,
many of our
around
peeps.
here, we just get, you know, a lot of people get married at the bottom lounge and there's pinball there, so.
Yeah, which is great.
So hit that center ramp and hit that.
Oh, there's a center ramp there.
Hit the center ramp and it gives you an instrument. You need
I need that
one more for Spaceman, which is your drum is already lit, which is your left out lane. You hit your left out lane, and then you've got Spaceman, only gives you rocks or.
Oh, I did
Kiss
hit
Army.
my left out lane. I didn't.
No, I'm sorry. Your left orbit. Apologies. Left orbit.
Cool.
Because you got your drum lid in your left orbit.
Yeah, did it give it me? It did. Okay. Come on. Oh no.
White glove service. New Stern Premium is about 10 grand. Hobby. That's. See, 10 grand Australian, that's about how much it costs here, I would think, you know? Because, what, the premiums, the Stern premiums here are at least 8. So. Doesn't make any sense. You could make the cost
Doink.
back if you rented it a few days a week for a quarter. Yeah, right.
Get in it!
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But it really just depends on the operator. You know, it could just be like, you put a high price on it because it's a pain in the ass to move. And like, oh, then I don't have to do it. But then that means that they just don't get the extra money. Like, yay!
Yay!
Good job!
Now what do I do? Hit all the shots!
Hit all the shots. I think a lot of times you hit a shot and then you hit Jean's mouth.
Okay.
I honestly don't really know a lot about this. I mean, look. I'm gonna look.
Okay.
Thanks to Pat from Geek Nights here locally, included a spreadsheet of like a Word document of how to play Kiss, and it's so nice and adorable, and I look at it all the time. So it's like Optimus Prime multi-ball. Oh, let's see. It's the Decepticon version.
I don't know what that means, so.
Lit shots score very lucrative values. All shots besides the demon are initially lit. After hitting a shot, the demon shot is lit.
I think
Hit the demon shot, then relight the other shots. So it's like all the shots, then demon, then all the shots, then demon. Until there's no shots left.
I think I drained. I'm not sure.
Well, you have a.
I'm not
Just
sure
got a
what's.
double jackpot.
Okay, so then it's
No,
doing.
you're
the...
still in Kiss Army.
Then it's doing the thing. You know, it's in there somewhere. Oh wait, there it goes.
Well, you just got a super for 106. So.
Am I gonna get both back? Okay. So I should let it go.
Well, what's happening? No, just hold on for a second. So it's stuck in his mouth and it's not
Yeah.
coming out?
Maybe I can get it stuck somewhere.
Kiss Army, just play it out.
I'm gonna see if I can get it stuck. What's a good stuck ball area? Maybe if I put it in this scoop, it'll get stuck.
No, it's not gonna get stuck in here.
But I feel like I'm getting fake points right now. You know? It's not cool.
Well,
I'm just gonna
so
let it go.
Chomp this.
I'm letting it go.
The reason why there's rentals here is because our response to the pandemic was really, really terrible. So we don't actually have on location playing very many places. So the operators that had on location setups, there it is. The operators that had on location setups are doing rentals because they need to make money because they're not making any money on location. So the reason you don't have rentals in Australia is because you guys did it a little bit better than we did. And so you guys have actually places that you can play at, and it's not really in their best interest to rent to local people where they make more money on location. I get it. Yeah, this is Kiss to a T. Have a great game, only ruined by Gene's head. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, that's maybe how you describe the whole band. Sorry, Gene.
Sorry, Gene. Now what do I do here? How am I get these lights, these heads solid? How do I do that?
So you already have Catman, which means you had your bumpers. For Spaceman, you need 12 instruments, so you need 6 more instruments.
Okay.
For Demon, you need the super double super jackpot, which is basically playing Demon Multi-Ball for a while.
Yeah, which is probably not gonna happen.
It's like you have to hit all the shots.
And have 2
Or
balls.
Demon Multi-Ball is a lot like Klingon Multi-Ball. So you have all your, all the major shots are lit to score jackpot, but you can only use each shot twice prior to the double jackpot. Collecting 5 jackpots awards a super jack at the next shot. Collecting 2 super jacks lights a strobing shot for the double, and completing this shot lights the double super at the demon, and that's what you have to get.
Okay, I'm not paying attention.
So-
Sorry. Well, I just fucked that up.
You have to hit, in order to get there, you have to hit
Cool. Fucking cool.
5 jackpots to get a super. 5 more jackpots to get a double, to get another super.
How do I get Heavens on Fire
Which will
again?
light a strobing shot for a double. So you need to hit 10 jackpots plus 2 supers, so that's 12 shots.
What? How do I get Heavens on Fire again? What am I missing here? Do they all have to be the same color?
Yeah.
Like, what color is the color that
I
should all
didn't even
be?
know that you could get Heavens on Fire twice. But I think it has something to do with the color of them.
Fuck! Well, fuck. Well, poop in a bottle.
Poop in a bottle. That sounds gross.
I've been saying that for decades. I'm old. Okay, so I barely was paying attention to you, but the Demon Multi-Ball I can't really do.
Okay, so here's what you have to do. You have to get 6 more instruments,
Okay.
and that will light your spaceman.
I'll do that.
Then you have to get Demon Multi-Ball, but then you have to hit like 12 jackpots within Demon. Like, it's a lot.
Okay.
And then as soon as it's a roving jackpot, then you hit that, and then the light demon, the demon shot, and you hit that, and that's what you need to get in order to get that solid.
Got it.
I've never been able to do it. Even when the gene head doesn't work and I only have 1 ball in my multi-ball, I've still never done it. It's
Alright.
stupid.
Well, whatever.
That was a
That
very
was not
good
bad.
game.
Ooh, I got my initials.
Ooh,
I got a Kiss
Army
Army champ.
Nice.
That's because I got
work.
that 1 ball thing. Oops, I should do Hot Nudge.
You can do whatever you want. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna do
use
Hot
the
Nudge.
bathroom really fast. You want to play another?
Hot Nudge and... Wait, oh no, you do...
I do N or HT nudge,
Okay, H2
and
Nudge.
then your initials,
Okay.
and it fits.
This is one of the songs, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but this is one of the songs that, okay. No. That YouTube hates Nutbush City, or Nutbush something, but it's a great song. Yay! I did something! I kinda cheated though. There's an asterisk. I should have put it on there. Okay. 1 more game. Or Rebecca Pease. Rock and roll. Okay, so that sucked. But I'm just gonna keep going because Greg is gonna come back and save me from this game. And it'll be lovely. See, the problem is I have a good game and then I get tired. You know? Also, it's hard to be consistent. You know? Just in general. Everything in life. Nope, nope. Go down the thing before it does it. That was lucky. Going. New track. Demon multi-ball's lit. I just need a new track. And post pass. And fucking backhand that fucking scoop. And a doink out.
Doink it out!
And then I forehand it and it works for some damn reason. Okay.
What do I want to drink? Another whiskey?
I don't know. Can I have a whiskey though?
Sure.
Cool. Thank you, Becca.
It's Evan.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you like bitters in it?
Sure. And some ice.
So like how I make it.
Yeah. I like it how you make it. Okay, great. I hate that I have to drain this ball. I do. I do.
It's really stupid and annoying.
It's okay. There's just too many switches in his head.
There are so many
They gotta make his head mess switchy. It's complicated. Okay, great, great, great. One more ball. I don't care. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Just was it was blinking at me, and I was like, okay, now what's? Nope, not that.
This is yours.
Thank you. Or do we have the same cup?
I put this big ball on mine.
Okay.
Hi, I'm back. Hi, I'm back. Nerd, swear all you want. Ooh, I'm catching up, guys. I'm catching up.
Ooh, there's a lot of talk while you were gone.
North Carolina has 173,000 cases. Yeah. It's stupid. It's like 1,000 people dying a day. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's fucked up.
It's so. What's crazy to me is how like nobody that I know is happy about it. But like, there's nothing that we can do. Like, we all do what we're supposed to do, but it just feels so helpless and like, okay, well. Sorry, we've been kind of depressing. Yeah, let's talk about Avengers.
Yeah! Or
Don't you wish we had superheroes that would just show up and just solve everything?
we can also talk about Hot Wheels.
We could talk about Hot Wheels. So we did sign up to do
you
the
wanna-
Hot Wheels challenge.
Do you want to play?
Yeah. We signed up to the Hot Wheels Challenge. Now we just need to find access to Hot Wheels.
We're gonna do it though, guys.
We're gonna do
We're
it.
gonna find access to one. God help me.
Oh, we're gonna figure it out. I think Deadflip would let us play his. I just think it's tricky to make sure that, you know, I don't want to act like it's
Yeah.
I don't want to act like it's just understood that we can play his. But
Oh yeah, and Multimorphic added that Twitch thing. Did you see that? Did you read that email?
no. Tell me.
Basically, it's like Twitch control, like power-ups and stuff mid-game.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, it seems really cool.
So the other thing that Charlie was talking about is that OBS did an update that allows you to export your OBS like a webcam so that we could totally do Twitch sings by creating an OBS and exporting it.
Nice. Okay, cool.
So we could do it. I mean, we could do it the other way, however other people have been doing it, but...
Yeah.
We should have a Rihanna pinball machine.
Yes, we should.
Or a Beyonce pinball machine. Oh my god! Can you imagine a Dolly, but it's Beyonce?
Dolly would be down for that too.
She totally would be. She'd be
would.
like, yeah. And they could be side by side, and she would literally have like the same outfit on as Dolly does.
Yeah, that'd be great. Slacker wants to buy a Multimorphic. Oh shit.
Nice. Wait, so Slacker, were you the one that was talking about like with all the games included? Wait, no, not a Multimorphic. We were talking about Pinball FX, I think.
Oh, that's true. But Multimorphic, you just buy the machine and then you buy the games.
That's really cool.
Yeah. The Multimorphic game that I played at Expo last year, they had
Lexi
4...
Lightspeed?
No, they had 4 lined up, or 8, some fucking crazy amount of machines lined up in a row, all connected together, and you played that racing game together.
Oh, that's cool!
It was really fun. I was very excited to do that again at this expo.
I mean,
Fun as
like,
time.
the joy of pinball is that it's super just like... It's analog. But then the con of pinball is that it's analog.
Yeah.
You know, you can't connect it to anything,
Yeah.
you know? And Scorbit just recently had some
yeah,
announcements
Scorbit. Yeah, I saw
about
that.
doing like a score. Like, how feasible is that for us to get one and then install it into different
We
games?
can do that.
Could we?
We can do that. To our own
It's
games,
like
at
$300
least.
to get one.
We're both 300 in the hole. Well, maybe.
What if we had a streamathon? Like, what if we did a straight up, like, 24-hour, we got all these different people to stream,
Yeah.
like, where it was, like, celebrities. But it was like the Jerry Lewis telethon, and we just did it for 24 hours until we had enough money to buy a Scorbit.
Yeah. We could try that. I would be insane after 10 hours, I think.
Well, the idea is to make it so that there's like different people doing things at different times, so that it's not just us for 24 hours. But
Pinball celebrity.
pinball celebrities. Hey, we live in Chicago. We
There's
could
some
probably
here.
arrange a few
Might be.
pinball
I don't
celebrities.
know what we have to give them to do it.
We're not that kind of stream.
Sticker?
Stickers. We got stickers.
Will you do it for a sticker? I guess we could raise money for Scorbit and like a trophy for each one or something.
Well, here's the thing. Usually telethons. Oh, that I left that. That was.
Oh, Jane says she's good for 12 hours. Here we go.
Jane is good for
First
12
sign up.
hours. She regularly plays for 12 hours. Well, usually things like that are done for charity, so I'd feel a little weird doing it like, hey, we just want to buy her thing
That's a good point.
for ourselves.
Well, we can do it for charity then. Let's just do it for charity for fun.
That would be really cool. I think it would be very easy to get pinball celebrities for charity.
Yeah. What charity? Cats.
Project Pinball?
Oh,
Cats?
okay. Nerds is down for 8 hours. All right, here we go. The Chicago Pinballathon.
But we'd have to have like, you know how like telethons, they have like events. So like we'd have to be like, okay, from like 5 5 to 6 o'clock, Keith Elwin will be here, and he will be calling his shots, which we would never be able to do. We'd never be able to get him to do it because, of course, he would say no. But I'm just spitballing here. Like, we'd have to have, like, Roger Sharp shows up for a Q&A for 10 minutes, or...
So like I said, he'll play one game for an hour.
He'll play one game for 6 hours. I have an Earthshaker. We can just see how many miles he can get.
Yeah.
We'll get to 99, and then we'll just be like, 100! 101! 102! Or what if it was like, however many miles that we can get on Earthshaker. It's like, it's, you know how like they do those, like,
The walk-a-thon thingy?
yeah, like,
Yeah.
okay, you know, $1 for every mile.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. That'd be fun.
Ugh.
I bought a raffle ticket to that thing recently.
What thing?
The pinball charity.
Project Pinball?
Yes.
Project Pinball or Pinball EDU?
Project Pinball.
Okay.
Jane loves this idea. I mean...
Jane just wants to stream. We miss you, baby. She misses that spotlight. Oh my god, I just shot it in the alley. God damn it.
Well, that's what you get.
That's what I get. That's what I get.
We could raffle off play against Roger Sharp at Pinball Super League.
One of the things that we haven't,
Hey,
like, so
Dalton.
I was talking to a couple of peeps about, like, and I think it would be really cool for our stream to do something to kind of create some sort of scholarship for female pinball players.
Okay.
It'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's just, like, building prize money for tournaments, or, like, being able to create a
travel
fund.
fund?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a travel fund for newer female pinball players to get more involved. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah,
Like
that'd be awesome.
a Bell's scholarship.
Yeah. We
A
could,
Bell's ship.
Bell's-
That doesn't work.
no. Bells and Shiner shit? No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I've also been thinking about doing that with, like, some merch and stuff. Like, like selling Bells and Chimes patches and then having the proceeds go towards a fund that would allow for more female tournaments or bigger prizes at
Yeah.
tournaments that already exist.
Like, we could do, like, a whipped scholarship. Like a...
Yeah. A whipped ship. That works. That
A whipped
works. A whipped ship.
Belgication.
Belgication.
Yeah. We miss... What we're talking about now is how much we miss fucking pinball pits.
Yeah.
We want to make them somehow.
Can you see what the main theme is? That we want to be able to play pinball all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yes.
And we want everyone else to think it's cool
Yeah.
and want to play pinball all the time as well, which
Yeah.
we're speaking to the choir here. We understand that.
Yep.
Oh my god, you fucker!
Yeah.
Fucker, motherfucker!
Bells and Chimes season is not that expensive, but
No,
we could
but
have
it's
some
more...
scholarships for
But it's
people.
more like getting newer players that,
Yeah,
like,
they
you
can't afford
can't even, like, you don't understand how many times that we've run into somebody that we've seen playing pinball and they're just like, I don't know, I'm not good enough. And you're like, no, that's not about that. Or like you experienced it when you traveled all over the place. Like, it takes a toll. Like, it costs a lot of money
Yeah.
to travel to different places. And, like,
And
if there was a fund
Yeah.
that we could help contribute to newer players, like, maybe it's a raffle, like, you enter
Yeah.
and then you get like $50 towards the next, you know, you're like, here's tickets to this show or
Yeah.
something, like
Right.
free tickets to Texas Pinball Fest.
Yeah.
You know?
We'd have to like talk to them about it and get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we build the money, we buy the tickets, and then we raffle off the tickets.
Nerd is asking if there's a bell class for newer players.
You know, so there was a group. I know that before Bells actually even existed, Crystal, who works at Marco now, had started a group for ladies that was originally designed to kind of like sort of be like a little how to play pinball. Like, hey, we're ladies and we're gonna get together. We're gonna try and get new players. We're gonna get people comfortable. And then we started Bells, and then Crystal moved away. So that group kind of never got off the ground. But I know that like Jesse has done a couple of like how to play pinballs that haven't been specifically Bells.
Yeah.
And we've talked about doing something like that, like even if it's just like we talked about like having, you know, right now Bells I believe is every other week, right? It's like every other Wednesday. Well, it's not now. I'm sorry, sore subjects.
Don't talk about that.
When Bells is, I can't even
calendar.
fucking remember. Like
Makes
when
me
Bells
sad
is
every
running,
time.
it's usually every other week.
Yeah, except for the last week, which is
For the last, and then the last week it's like the week and then the party.
week.
And we had talked about making it so the in between days, one, you know, since we'll probably be at Logan anyway, that we would try and set it up so that for those that are a little nervous to join could come on a Wednesday and learn how to play a little bit in a slightly more relaxed setting.
Yeah.
Even though Bells itself is pretty relaxed.
Pretty relaxed.
It's pretty relaxed, but it's still a tournament. It's still competition.
Yeah.
People still get freaked out, like
Yeah.
feel like
And
they're
people, you know, it's a very competitive league.
right.
Chicago
And
league.
it is intimidating to play competitively against somebody, and especially like when you step up to a game and you've never played, and you're like, "Cool, I thought I did okay," and then someone comes up and they're just like, "Brrr," and they get like 5 times your score. You're just like, "Oh, like." There's the type of personality that'd be like, "Oh, I gotta learn how to do this because
Yeah.
that was cool."
Yeah.
And then there's another person who was like, "I feel like an asshole. I am out of here. Like
Yeah.
that is so not like
Yeah.
I feel stupid."
Yeah.
So we try and get those people that feel stupid to not feel stupid.
550, 500. I don't know. That was my exact first pinball league experience, Chomp this says.
You're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That happens to many of us. Pinball. I mean, for me, it's like I'm like, oh, I can play this good, and I want to be better.
So you're the
Yeah.
person that like gets their ass kicked, and you're like, I want to be that person that kicks somebody's ass.
It's like, oh, there's rules and stuff to this.
Yeah. I
There's
do remember
skills.
that like mind blow when I found out that like, oh, there's a point to this.
It's a great thing.
It's like, wow, there's a point.
Yeah. Okay. Slackers just calling out Jane. Jane putting out billions.
Well, let's face it, the most terrifying thing. There's a few players here in Bells Chicago that are terrifying. Actually, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of us that are terrifying to play.
Everyone. There's many. Every
There
group
are
I've
so
been in.
many ways in which it can go. Like, it really is. But I will say, I love you, Jane, so much. But everybody remembers the moment that they beat Jane. Have I told you about the time? So like when Charlie and I first started dating, and like he started going to pinball things. He was like starting to get into it, and like we went to a frenzy tournament.
Sure. Yeah.
And Charlie's like, I did not do well. Like, oh, I did horrible. But I beat Jane. And that was like, okay. Because he was like, I had to do something right. Because I beat Jane. And I was like, oh yeah, you remember. You remember when you beat Jane.
Yeah.
You remember when you beat Jane. You remember when you beat Kate. You remember when you beat Aaron. You remember when you beat Rachel. You remember when you beat Anna.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times when Anna beats me in there's been a lot of like non-Chicago tournaments that we've played together where I was just like, oh yeah, I gotta play Anna. God damn it, she's so calm and collected.
Okay, well that's cool.
Well, you
That's what I
seem
look
calm and
like.
collected. I don't know if it
It's
really
inside my head.
is real,
It's a
but
storm of fury, anxiousness. But yeah. We have a lot of good players.
Yeah.
And it's cool, though, because it's like...
And every city is like that, though. Like,
No,
you
that's
talk
true.
to the Columbus ladies, and there's lots of ladies in Columbus that are great. You talk to the Cleveland ladies, there's lots of Cleveland ladies that are really good. There's a lot, like...
Yeah, okay, so... Soccer's like, the league's gonna get weird when some people come back who've been playing for hours every day, and some people who haven't played all year.
I think it's going to be weird even with people that are playing a lot because you're not getting the variety that you would normally get. Like, when you play the same game over and over and over again, you get really good at this game, but it's hard to adapt. Like, that's why Pinburg is such a fucking insane mind bend when you go there, because you're like, I'm pretty good at pinball. And then having to adapt to 4 different machines every single round, and they all play different, and they all have these things, and you have to, at a split second, without any practice, know, like, oh, well, this flipper's weak. Oh, well, this, I can't shoot it like this. Well, and even if you're familiar with the game, which is, you know, honestly, unless you've been playing for 20 years, might be a crapshoot that you know one game of your bank of 4, you're still having to, like, adapt to how it plays, and for me, I'm trying to cut down my, it usually takes me like 2 or 3 games to really get a feel for how it plays, and that's 3 games too late in Pinburg. You have to know on your first ball how to adapt and how to play.
And that's what
and
it
like,
really is all about, yeah.
Fred Richardson was just like, you gotta go to a game and you have to have at least 3 strategies. And you're like, you've got your A strategy, your B strategy, your C strategy, sometimes D strategy. And you try your A, oh, that's not working. Okay, I gotta try B. Oh, shit, that's not gonna work either. Okay, I'm gonna try C. And you have to all do all this in like 1 ball without draining is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Usually what I'm doing is I'm coming up to the game, looking at pin tips, and like, okay, hit the
Yeah.
spinner.
And that is, I mean, that's helpful on some of those weird games like that Gottlieb Casino game where it's just like everything on the playfield is worth garbage except there's one shot that's like the left orbit or something. Or no, I think it's the right orbit and you can backhand it.
Yeah.
And if you hit it 5 times, it lights a million shot, and then you get it and you get 1,000,000, and 1,000,000 points on that game is just like 5 times more than anything else is worth. And that was the pin tip where it's just like, okay, there's an exploit that's like, okay, and I knew it. And when I did it on my game, and I was playing with another guy who didn't know it, and he saw what I did, and then he started doing it, and he almost beat me. And then there was this other cocky asshole, he was like a young kid, sitting on the floor on his phone while we were playing, and he played for at least 3 times longer than we did and didn't get near our scores because he didn't know the exploit.
He wasn't fucking watching.
And it was like this moment of just like, the guy was just like, you see why it's important to watch other people play? He's like, I didn't know about that thing, but then I saw you do that thing, and I was like, yeah, I know. And I was like, I wasn't going to tell that guy about that thing. He's like, I wasn't going to tell about that guy about that thing either. And like, we like bonded over this like moment of knowing because we looked at pin tips, you know.
Sure. Midhart says they belong to a private pinball club.
Ooh.
So they've never had to shut down. This is something I want to do in Chicago. And I'm looking into it. People in Chicago.
Yeah?
I'm gonna look into it.
Well, just the fact that, so Expo is virtual now. I actually thought it would be funny to have like a way in which we could still have a 24-hour like pinball playing. Like maybe we do a 24-hour stream on that day because that's when the 24 hours is open.
Yeah.
That's when it normally would be. I'm gonna come out there and see you.
Oh, Midhart's saying 30 tables, all in 3 place. And the 60s, that's amazing, Midhart. That sounds good. What does Slacker say here? Also, nobody's taking breaks between balls. The cadence is going to be someone is going to scratch their ass. Everyone's going to groan? Okay, I don't know what we're talking about. Let's see.
Come on.
Pinburg Games have the nasty machines. Yep. They are set to be insane. They have
I can't.
lightning clippers.
I can't do it.
No rubbers on the outpost.
Actually, okay, let me tell you the worst thing about the lightning flipper situation at Pinburg is the big sign on the game that says lightning flippers, which completely gets in your brain. I sent it to into a Game of Thrones with lightning flippers. Of course it's gonna be hard. If I didn't know it had lightning flippers, I would have been like, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But because it had a giant sign on it that said lightning flippers, I was just like, oh god, this is gonna be so hard. And then I fucked it up. And I got a horrible score, and I was embarrassed. And the one guy is like, I've never played this game before. Fucking blew it up.
Yeah.
He might have been lying, though. That's another thing. Like, you can be like, I don't know anything about this game. You liar. Liar! Ugh. Just trying to hit this fucking ramp.
Some pinball players are not the most socially conscious people.
It's true.
That's true.
That's true.
That's fine. That's the same with
Pinball is for everyone. Pinball is for everyone as long as you're respectful to the other people around you. Like, you don't have to know all the social cues. Actually, I think it's a really great game for people that are socially awkward or might have social anxiety issues. You know?
Max Power. I played that machine, put up 500 million and got second. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, on the Game of Thrones lightning flippers, you just rubbed it into my face, Max Power. Thanks so much. Were we in the same group together? Because I got totally fucked on that game, man. I think I got 1,000,000 points. I was embarrassed. Like, it was my first Pinburg, and I was just like, this looks like I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I play a lot of pinball. Like, this is bad. This is bad.
Yeah. And people are gonna get weirder in isolation too. But Jimmy Jan says, yeah,
True.
well said, Rebecca. I know anxiety and I have autism, so yeah, it's a very good community of people. We're all here for each other, and it's great. And I love it.
I mean, I watched this documentary about, and I wish I could remember the name of the kid because I'm sure we know who they are. Like, I'm sure, but his dad was talking about how pinball has, like, he also has autism, and how pinball has really, really helped.
Yeah.
But how his brain works, like, actually makes him a better player.
Yeah, it's cool.
Because of how his body interprets what is happening on the playfield, and I think that's super fucking awesome. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, no, as you guys know, I was gone for last week. I was hanging out with some friends at a cabin. I was very worried about how I was going to be interacting with other human beings during those 4 days. And it was hard at first. I mean, I don't have the greatest social skills in the world.
You are amazing. Shut up. You're
I
fine.
hide it. But it's...
You hide it. I think we all hide
We
it.
hide something, but...
Unless you're Dana. She's, like, naturally just extroverted.
Yeah, I
But
do
almost
not.
every single pinball player I know is, at the very least, introverted. And further on the spectrum has some sort of social anxiety or social...
I mean, I just have anxiety. It's social included. Every kind. Yeah, and so, but yeah, when I was gone for the week of this lake thing, like, I finally got used to being around people, and like, we were hanging out, and like, playing with the
like,
water.
I remember this. It's
like,
crazy.
playing games, and then I came back here, and I like, the second I drove into the city, I'm like, oh no. This is the real thing now. And it's back to solitude and sadness.
It is really crazy. We had like a, I had some friends, we set up a projector and we rented the new Bill and Ted, which is
I have not seen that
great.
yet.
It is it's just dumb. Like, Rachel described it as there's no reason why this movie should exist, but it's fine. It's fun. You know, it's like fun, but it's like, it's not gonna like make you smarter. It's not gonna give you anything other than just.
When I'm watching TV.
But we set up a projector and we had a backyard hang because you know that's pretty safe to
cool.
hang out outside, and it's so crazy how much energy you get from just having like 3 people around you where you're just like, so what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, and you're just like, I'm so happy. This is so fun, you know?
I
and then you just like if they go away and then you're alone and
But and even though, because I am an introvert and I don't like, I was happy to be around people, but I was also exhausted.
Right, you need the recharge time.
Super happy, like it was great. Let me see. Okay, I'm missing a lot of stuff here.
Sorry guys, we're chatting.
Slacker says yesterday I spent an hour talking in a weird accent voice just because.
Which weird accent?
Yeah, that's what we want to know because I want to do it now too.
Was it English? Were you proper English? Or were you
Striker
cooking?
says I'm one of the best pin players, but when I lose, the tables fall. Okay.
It's true, the table does fuck you. Do you want to play one more time? What time is it? Well, how long are we live?
2 hours almost exactly.
You want to play one more game?
Yeah.
Okay, you play one more game. That'll be our last game. Unless it's a shitty game, and then it'll be our second last game.
Just one more semi-okay game.
One more semi-okay game.
Okay, cool. I missed you, Rebecca.
I missed you too. But what's so funny about the whole social thing? Oh, here, I'm gonna put your whiskey over by you.
Okay.
Something dumb. What's so funny about the social thing is it doesn't matter how much you like it. Like, I had such a good time. It was so great. The second you have to do it again, you're just like, oh, I don't know. I can't do it. Oh, do I really want to go? Do I really have to?
Yeah.
Crazy. Nuts. Aw, Pen Pals got together. That's so nice.
That's cool.
Oh yes, Chomp this. Please post the link. If you know the link of the video I was talking about, please do. I was actually thinking, what do you think about, because even when we get together, things are still going to be crazy. What do you think about me offering to make custom masks with all the Chicago League, like, logos
That's awesome.
on them?
That'd be amazing.
Do you guys want that? You want that?
I do.
Would you want that? Would you want an EXP, like, mask? And a Pin Pals mask? I don't know, I'd probably, like maybe $5 a mask or something, because it would cost me some money to do this time. But I would
time and
create
money,
an embroidery file of everybody's logos, or if they have, like, a design, and then everyone could have a matching, like, Pin Pals mask. It'll be fun. I'll ask Will if I can, like, if he'll email everybody or all the captains or something.
That's a good idea.
Because I think it'll be fun. And I don't have a job, so I might as well do shit like
by
that.
the way, I heard from Will
Thanks, nerds.
that he might be. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this to anyone.
Uh-oh. Well, we're live on the internet, so maybe... Do you want to say it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Sorry, Will. He didn't tell me I couldn't say it. He said he's thinking about just starting over the league and not just ignoring the last season that we did.
I think that's probably a really good idea. I don't even remember what happened.
Yeah.
I really
Me neither.
don't think that there would be any problem doing that. Like a do-over.
Yeah.
If it was for points, I think it would be tricky. Like, I don't think we
Right.
can do that for Bells and Chimes because we already have, like, a points thing. But I'm sure that Josh and everybody at IFPA are already discussing, like, how do we handle
Right.
this? Like, how do we, like, they might even offer, like, some sort of strange, like, half points situation, or does the league just start up where it left off?
Yeah.
But I think for the group league, I think that makes sense. Because I don't even remember what teams we played. It was like a season ago.
I know. I don't remember any of it. Yeah. It was a season ago.
Thanks for the bits again, nerds. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
thanks, nerds. Oh shit. So.
Slacker's not sure if everybody's coming back. I know. I mean, I
Yeah,
almost
that's a
feel
good
like
point. Yeah.
there
The
might not
bars
even
might
be
gone.
some of the bars that even like is Uptown closed? Like, did that guy sell a bunch of his
He looked like
games?
he was selling games.
He was selling a bunch of games.
I asked him how much his Lord of the Rings was.
Oh, it was probably $7,000.
It was 6.
6? Oh, that's pretty good.
I know, and I'm like,
Lord goes for 7 usually.
I don't
so
really
I think
have
that's pretty good.
$6,000, but I do want that game. Does Gavin have that game for rent?
Lord of the Ring? No, I don't think so. He sold all his games. Slacker, so is Tilt Chamberlain like homeless right now? Star Wars was 4,500.
Whoa.
That's a pretty
good price.
score for Star Wars, to be honest. It's a pretty new game.
Yeah.
And Slacker, that is your game, man. And I never wanted to play you on that game. I always got my ass kicked. God, I mean, I don't want to play Star Wars anyway. That is actually the game I should rent.
Yes. You
Because
should rent Star
I
Wars.
suck at Star Wars.
I love Star Wars.
You love it. You
I
love
do
Star
like
Wars.
it.
I'm not
I
like
beat Jane on it.
I just suck at it. I suck at it.
Hopefully she's still watching.
He sold it for 43. That
God damn it.
Somebody got a good deal. Mid-Heart, 2 of their locations have gone out of business. New Arcade actually opened amongst the monstrosity, and at any rate, many of our league sites are in private homes anyway, yeah. There is a private league here, which
Yes.
I always kind of like, I throw shade at even though they're totally fine.
Let's throw shade at him.
I throw shade at them because I feel like they get points and it's like super private and
Yeah,
it's not really
fair.
It's not really public. It's not a public league.
It's not fair, man.
It doesn't feel public to me. It's like
Anyone
$50 if you can't house
Who's in that league?
50
Wolf,
people
Wolf, Wolf?
at your house.
He's in the league, right?
Wolf Wolf, I think, is.
And Andy?
Bagwell might be.
Yeah.
Brad Smith might be in it.
Yeah, Brad's been in a while. It's not fair. I want to be in it, but I also don't. Oh. I didn't pay attention.
What happened?
I just didn't pay attention to what was happening.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I did restart the game, so sorry. This is our last game, guys. I don't care how bad I do.
Slacker, I would so go to your bar. Like, the only reason why Uptown didn't succeed is because half of their pinball machines were so fucking broken. Like, the only machines that worked were in the front room, and they were operated by somebody else, but all of those really great EMs in the back, busted. And not the right part of town for that particular bar. I'm sorry, but there's just people in Uptown don't, I mean, I don't want to say that nobody in Uptown would be interested in a barcade.
I'm interested. I live closer to fucking Uptown.
But did you go to Uptown?
I would if it was fucking better.
You would if it was better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all. But I don't
Crowd
like
was
broken
weird,
games.
yeah. Once you expelled a site for bad maintenance, you know, but Mid-Heart, that's smart. Our league is very particular about their locations, and most of the locations are by one operator because we know, like, all of the teams basically have his number and can text him, and he is committed to coming to each location before the league meets to make sure all the games are working order. There's not a lot here anymore, but there were a couple of operators that were just shitty. Like, you know, you'd show up, it's a fun house, nothing works. You call their line, and they're like, thank you for calling our real estate office. And you're like, fucking real estate? What are you talking about? And you're like, I'm at this, like, pinball machine on Western Avenue, and it doesn't work. And then it's like La La Land. Like, there's no fixing it.
I guess that's it.
Play one more. You want to play one more?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at home. It's up
I
to
know.
you when you want to leave.
I have more
You can
whiskey to
figure
drink.
what you want.
I need a.
You need a better game than that.
I mean, I'm not gonna get one, but I'm having fun. So.
Lucky comes through a lot on Mondays. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you have to have somebody that's committed to come through and, like, fix the games and keep them in working order.
Fuck me.
So, Uptown was owned by the same people that had the venues, or you're saying that they made their money from when they had those venues? People would come in and drink. Just keep going. 24-hour stream now. Right?
Yeah.
I need to eat before we have a 24-hour stream.
You haven't eaten yet? Okay.
Well, I had a late lunch. I eat lunch at like 5.
Oh, that's crazy.
And have
This is
pulled
my
pork
last-
in there. I
this
can
is
make
my
a
last
taco.
one.
I'm fine.
My last game. I did
You guys
restart
are-
that
I
one
slow
because
cooked
it was
pork
bad.
today.
But this time, I'm not gonna.
Sorry to all the vegetarian and vegans. They were experts.
No! Yay! Yay!
Yeah. They had 20. That's. I mean, yeah.
Who had 20 what?
Well, Midheart said that the site they expelled for bad maintenance had 20 games, but only 4 were up and running by the given
Oh
time.
my
that they were
god.
expelled. That is unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Like,
That's crazy.
what I can't understand is like,
Well, what are they doing?
even not great games are worth money. Like, if you don't want to keep your games up, then just sell them. Like, what is the point of having, like, the worst is when you go to a place and they have like a top tier game, like, oh my god, they have a Totan, or they have an Adams, or they have like these games that you know make $6 or $7 grand if they resell, and they're busted and bullshit. And you're just like, what is even the point? You can take that game and flip it to somebody who actually cares, but instead you're just gonna keep it and make it even worse, and it's frustrating. Oh yeah, show Saturday nights. Keep the outpouring after the show. Yeah, I could see that. Just hire a tech. Right. Get a tech. Although that's another thing that I really wish that I knew how to, like, that I had like an affinity for that kind of shit, because there's not a lot of techs. Like, as a pinball owner, there's a couple people I can call, but let's just say if I want the game to be fixed within a few days, I'm SOL. Because I'm on their timeline. They come to me when they're ready, when they can. And they can just make me wait. Because they can. Who am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna call somebody else? No. They're the only ones. Yeah, the generation of the machine matters a lot. I actually think it would be really great to, like, apprentice with some, like, you know, just to, like, if he'd let me just tag along with him all day, I could just, like, hang out with Gavin and have him tell me how to fix things. Although I think he'd really be annoyed by that. He'd be really fucking annoyed at me really fast.
Gavin? Nah. He seems nice.
Oh. Midheart, you live in New Hampshire, fun spot, so they could really use a pinball tech, right?
Come on.
That was a good start, though, girl. You're doing better on this
One
game
more
than
start.
you were.
One more start. I mean,
Don't restart.
you're right. This is the game. This is
a
the
good
last game,
This
guys.
is a good game. This is a good game. This will probably be our last
This
game.
is gonna be the last one.
And we'll probably raid after this. Let me see
Yes,
who's
I know
playing.
who's
Let
playing.
me see who's playing. It's easier to just...
Also, Nate might be on.
Oh, yeah?
If you want to rate.
Are you gonna raid? What's he playing? What's he playing tonight?
I think Portal 2.
We've never rated anybody that's not playing pinball.
I know.
But we could.
But he is my husband, so we can it would just be funny because he has like one viewer. Okay. No.
Okay.
Fuck.
Let me see. Who is... Let me see who's on.
Yeah, is there anyone doing the Hot Wheels challenge?
Carl D'Angelo is on IE
Ooh,
Pinball.
he's very good. I was watching him the other day, and I'm just like, I need to get better at pinball.
I mean, that's the thing about this whole challenge is, yeah.
I mean, we might suck, but I like having a challenge. I don't know. We'll see.
Laser Los is live.
He had a funny video
anybody
today.
know who Ketchup John Mustard is? Because they're live a lot when we go live or when we're signing off. And I don't know if I know who this guy is. He is playing Mousing Around right now.
Ooh,
but
Mousing.
it looks like it is a digital. It's definitely a Pinball FX version.
No.
Oh, VPX.
What's that?
Virtual Pinball. Pinball FX, right? I don't know. We have Quasar Arcade. Playing Attack. Attack from Mars. Great.
I love Attack.
We've got TWC Pants playing some Jurassic Park. Got some challenges listed. They're getting some challenges going. I also like that their graphic is bigger than their player cam, which I appreciate. As someone who makes graphics, I understand why that would be the case. Oh, what? Wait, watching him play Jurassic Park makes you feel embarrassed? Who? Gavin?
Or Carl D'Angelo.
Or Carl D'Angelo?
Because
Oh yeah, yeah.
he's very good.
Carl is so good.
It's really
And
cool
he
to
is
watch.
super interactive too. Like he is just like super easy-go-lucky as he just
I know. It just fucking
annihilates.
shit.
It's like crazy.
It's pretty cool.
He's very good. He's very, very good at pinball. But so is Laserlos. He's Ohio champion, right? State champion last year?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
That he's playing Adam's Family, which is a classic. I mean,
Adams.
here's the thing. Also, Carl doesn't really need the viewers right now. He's got
Yeah.
about 45 viewers, but
Yeah.
we can talk about it. We'll talk about it. What do you guys think? What do you want? Yeah, he casually is. I felt very privileged, though. I would tune in once in a while. I was just somebody that would kind of pop in and out when he was doing his Big Buck Hunter, like, wizard thing, and I happened to tune in when he got it. And I just felt super special that I could, like, be there when he got this, like, thing that he'd been trying for, like, over a month. Like, I think he had 45 days in or something. Like, it was a lot. And, like, he was, like, you could tell he was, like, kind of delirious by the end. He was like, I can't believe I'm still fucking playing this game. I can't believe I'm still doing this thing, and I'm gonna do it until I do it. But, oh my God, I can't wait to play something else. And then he did it, and I was like, I'm here! I was here when you did it! Oh my God. It felt great. Yeah, but I mean, God bless that there are... Did we finish our playlist?
Maybe.
No. No way. That playlist is like 5 hours long. I just accidentally paused it.
Shit. No! It's fucking drum.
Yeah, the drum shot sucks. Charlie's like, you can backhand it. And I was just like, yeah, I grade every time I try that
keep trying
shit.
doing that too.
Do you know, is your extra ball from combos or from instruments?
Probably instrument. No, combo.
Oh, yeah, you got it for instruments. Okay.
It was? How do you know that?
I know that because you just got an instrument and it said 46 more instruments for extra ball, which means you already got the first level. Which is insane! 46 more shots
Crazy.
is 80 shots! That's hitting the ramp and then an instrument. That is nuts! But, this guy happens on fire, so...
Okay. Yay, I got Everest on fire! My last game, guys!
Perfect! Lovely.
Yay, me!
Amazing. What do you guys want to watch? Do you want to watch... Okay, I'll just say the games and not the thing. You want to watch Hot Wheels? Adam's Family. Attack from Mars.
God damn it.
Stern Jurassic Park.
Okay. What the fuck? Okay.
Or virtual mouse and around.
No! What's happening here?
If you guys have preferences,
Okay, I just need an A.
let me know.
Fuck! Damn it.
Would you gonna pick? Ooh, shout it out loud.
I've done many of these modes.
I think Arunas likes to pick a shout out loud first.
Oh, really? Huh.
Not enough people stream dank machines. Dank machines? Describe a dank machine. What's a dank machine, Max Power?
Yeah, I want to know.
Is it got like
Weed?
smoke underneath it? Like it's like hot boxed under it and you can't see the ball because there's so much. Like imagine if there was like a tube and you could like blow smoke into a tube and then it would create a hot box underneath and it would just like make the entire anything Gottlieb premiere. Oh, we should do that. You want to see Bad Girls? Because I have access to a Bad Girls. I love Bad Girls. It is so much fun. Where we were streaming with Twilight Zone. She's got a Bad Girl sitting right next to Twilight Zone. I could pop on that machine anytime. You've got to buy pods to remind you.
No!
But how do you play pinball, Slacker?
Alright. What is it? Are you ready? You ready to
Jimmy
raid?
Jam wants to see Bad Girls too.
Well,
Okay,
we
well,
can
I'll
do
just
Bad
have to
Girls.
convince Rachel to let me play Bad Girls.
She'll do it.
So I'm thinking we should go to Laser Los because
Yeah.
Carl's got a lot of people on.
I love Laser.
Los is great, and he's
great.
thrown some people to us, and he's playing Adam's Family. So we're gonna raid Laser Los. But hey, you guys, what a lovely Thursday. Thursday is one of my favorite days.
Me too.
It's as my favorite
too.
as much as Sunday is my favorite because
Yep.
I just love streaming with you guys and it's so much fun. And thank you so much
It's time for the
for
sappy
the
portion.
conversation was fun tonight.
Yeah.
Like, not that it's not fun every night, but I was just like, I was into
Vibing.
it. I'm into it, you guys. I'm into it.
Yeah.
I have no idea where we're going on Sunday. What do you want to do on Sunday? Ghostbusters?
Maybe.
Or we can do one of these guys if you want to come back.
Jane did mention turtles. Also.
Could do turtles. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk
We
about
don't
it.
know what we're going to do on Sunday, but watch our Insta because we'll probably post it. Thanks so much, you guys. Thanks, Jimmy Jam, Max Power, Slacker, Chomp This, Nerds, all you guys for popping in and saying hi. We really appreciate it. I'm going to switch to the playfield cam in a minute, but first so if I hit bang raid and then type it in,
Yeah,
it'll do it.
That
right?
should do it. Oh, no,
Bang.
it's slash.
Raid.
The bang?
Wait.
Maybe it's bang.
No, I can just do it on this side. I'll do it here.
Forget. I've been gone a week and I forget.
Oh, look, we rated him before.
Of course we have.
Of course we have.
He's
because
great. He's always
great.
fucking streaming.
And I think he's streaming. At the same
Always
time
be
as us,
streaming.
Usually.
I think
Always be streaming. That's right. That's right. But we love you guys. Thank you so much. We're going to pop to our logo screen for a minute, and then we'll stick around for Laser Los. He's amazing. He's a champion, and he's playing Adam's Family.
He's really
He's
cool.
usually playing pretty fucking sweet-ass music, too. So
Yeah. And you can, like, cue your own music.
Yeah, I think you can cue your own music.
You can
That's
really
pretty
fuck with it there if you
great.
want.
But we love you guys. We'll see you on Sunday, hopefully. Have a good week. Ooh, it's a long weekend.
Yes! Maybe we should do it on Monday, too.
Oh, yeah! We can stream on Sunday and Monday! Let's do it! Let's do it! Let's do it! Oh my god, we should have a special Monday stream.
I love it.
With Sundays. We should make Sundays on Monday.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
But we're gonna do it.
All right. We love you guys. Bye, guys.